We will continue to evolve, and you expect to see more and more launches to grow your business on the AWS Marketplace. And we're going to improve your experience on Partner Central, and we expect you to hold us accountable. To hear more about how we're doing this with a partner who has a similar vision, please welcome Lenore Lang, SVP and GM, Comms, Media, and Amazon for Salesforce, and Matt Yanchyshyn, General Manager of the AWS Marketplace and Partner Engineering.
So excited about those launches. I'm also really excited that in October 2022, we partnered with Salesforce to transform the AWS partner experience by reimagining how AWS partners engage with AWS to build, market, sell, and grow with us. We also want to make it easier and faster for AWS partners to list and transact with the AWS Marketplace. The partnership with Salesforce has helped us move faster. This year alone, just like what Ruba was saying, we launched over 25 features across AWS Partner Central and our CRM connector for Salesforce. With the new Partner Central, we've launched a completely new self-guided experience that's simple, predictable, and profitable for partners. Lenore, our two companies have partnered over the last year to help our partners and their customers deliver impossible things. So from your perspective, how does the vision for the new partner experience align with the Salesforce vision?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. You know, our vision at Salesforce is to always create a seamless experience that delivers intelligence, automation, and personalization with the fastest time to value. And what I love about our partnership is that we have a shared ethos and a vision to be customer obsessed. That is easy to say, but not always easy to do. It takes a deep partnership and a steadfast commitment to the vision, and that's just what we've created here. And we've made tremendous progress over the last 12 months, bringing this vision to life. The new AWS Partner Experience is providing users with a 360-degree view of information within a single pane of glass based on their role. So for sellers, this means being able to spend more time selling to customers instead of searching for data and tools. And for partners and partner development managers, they'll be able to see how they're performing across their portfolio to drive increased sales. We couldn't be more excited that this new experience is being used by over 130,000 partners and over 2 million users. As a partner ourselves, we're thrilled to be able to experience this magic. And as a new seller on the marketplace, this is only the beginning.
Thanks, Lenore. So as you just mentioned, Salesforce has powered a lot of the new experiences that we've built in AWS Partner Central and the CRM connector. Can you tell us a bit what's under the covers?
Sure. Well, AWS is one of the best consumers of our product portfolio today, leveraging out-of-the-box capabilities in order to provide the best partner experience. The foundation for Partner Central is built on the Salesforce platform, centered around a digital experience for app development. This allows partners to easily connect with AWS and gain personalized insights and resources to scale their business. AWS partners in this new partner experience are able to manage and track towards their goals. While we have launched the new AWS Partner Experience, we're excited to continue to build together.
Great. So let's see what it looks like. First, let's see what an alliance lead would see at, say, an early stage AWS partner in the new reimagined Partner Central. We're going to cover the journey from onboarding, product listing, marketing, co-selling, and then successfully growing with AWS. In the past, Partner Central was sort of a one-size-fits-all model, but with the new Partner Central, we have a personalized experience, like for each type of role who works in your company. So we're going to see how the alliance manager, when they securely log into AWS Partner Central, can complete automated tasks assigned to them, such as enrolling in the partner path or creating a software offering. All tasks assigned to the organization are personalized to address their needs, along with highlighting the benefits with step-by-step guidance to complete the tasks. You can also assign the task to other personas in your organization if you so choose.
This is really a game changer because the entire experience is tailored completely to the partner, enabling them to know what they need to do faster.
Now let's look at the new software listing experience that we launched to all partners. In the new experience, partners can create a software offering using the guided experience and seamlessly, for the first time, create an AWS Marketplace listing right within AWS Partner Central. This allows partners to maintain one unified software listing for both co-selling and marketplace transactions. Now let's look at the new Partner Central experience from a sales manager view. With the new differentiated co-sell experience, They can manage customer engagements as per their needs and deal types. Sales managers can also tag software offerings to customer deals to drive greater visibility and accelerate co-sell support to solve specific customer business needs. Thanks to the new co-sell experience and personalized guidance, next best action recommendations, and automated validations, sales managers can stay on top of their pipeline and keep it clean. Furthermore, there's a lot more they can do. Furthermore, they can integrate their sales pipeline with AWS Marketplace's private offers for the first time within Partner Central, so you get real-time sales insights into the full transaction lifecycle. The new experience allows partners to achieve ACE eligibility faster and unlock new growth opportunities through the shared referrals.
When I think about a partner and how many people they need to communicate with, they're working with a partner development manager, they're working with a direct sales team, and multiple other customer-facing roles. And those conversations, they can be in email, they can be in text, they can be live. Now, with the new Partner Central, for the first time, we're making collaboration easier with a unified digital experience, allowing a better together narrative in order to accelerate co-sell with AWS.
And with the Partners CRM integration, and delivering solutions and product insights within the deal lifecycle and automated workflows for opportunity updates, partners will improve sales pipeline hygiene for effective co-sell engagements with minimum operational burden. So today I'm really excited and proud to announce that AWS is relaunching its CRM connector for the Salesforce App Exchange. What makes this exciting? Wait for it, is it allows you to both manage your marketplace private offers and your ACE opportunities within a single unified Salesforce app available today on the Salesforce App Exchange.
It's just, another round of applause. This is just another example of how AWS and Salesforce continue to build innovations to streamline the partner experience.
So finally, let's talk about analytics and data insights that are available for partners. With Partner Analytics in the new Partner Central, you can receive data-driven recommendations across both APN and the AWS Marketplace so you can grow your business. This includes never-before-shared insights like the Marketplace Customer Engagement Score, so you can help your customers realize the benefits of procuring via AWS Marketplace at scale. With the same experience, they have access to a wide variety of dashboards and insights across both APN and Marketplace to help with key revenue-generating areas of investment and performance, like use cases, customer types. You can look at your data across geographies. This all enables partners to grow the business and invest in new products and services based on customer demand. So as everyone has hopefully just seen, we've taken our partnership to the next level, and we're delivering great things to help our partners achieve impossible things. As we look ahead to 2024 and beyond, what's next?
Yeah, well, I'm very excited about our partnership thus far. And not only, as you've just heard, have we powered the new AWS partner experience and joined the AWS Marketplace ourselves, but together we're building new innovations in data and AI. Partners and customers will be able to seamlessly and securely manage data across Salesforce and AWS and infuse AI technologies into their applications and into their flow of work. We're excited to keep building the future with you.
Thanks, Lenore.
Thank you.
And thank you.